In June of last year, we started our experience in this program, where we were informed of the opportunity we were going to have. 10 days getting to know other cultures and living a different lifestyle, as well as experience firsthand another educational system. It was a dream, and finally, in the morning of the 14th of September, it came true.
When we arrived in Tallinn, we went to the hotel to read sign it was very late. On the way, we were amazed by the city and the area we were going to visit that weekend. The first day in Tallinn was amazing, because we were visited the city and discovered that it was very different from the ones we knew because of how colorful it was and how well taken care of it was.
We were very impressed by some of their costumes that were very different from ours. For example, meal times, breakfast, lunch and dinner were all very early. We had a great time and every moment we spent together we got along better. At that moment we already realized that it had really been worth making all that effort during the school year.
But Pärnu was definitely the best part of our trip. Even if we stayed only for 1 week, we connected very quickly and intensely with our Estonian colleagues. We shared lessons in which we were able to see how their classes work. There were so many differences with the ones we were used to. Estonian children are very autonomous and responsible, so their educational system was led by the students themselves. Besides, we were able to interview diverse and very interesting people who told us about their educational system and what they think about it. They showed us traditional sweets, how to cook pancakes, how to work with wood, and we shared an afternoon in the spa. We shared laughs and tears. At the end, we didn't want to leave Pärnu because that meant leaving those amazing days behind.
After having to say goodbye to the amazing friends that we had found in Estonia, we continued with our trip to Riga. When we got there, some pickpocket tried to steal from our teacher, which left a shade of fear of it happening again in a city that was not as welcoming as Tallinn or Pärnu. Luckily, nothing happened and we got to the hotel safely. In our stay in Riga, we saw lots of interesting buildings and places, such as the House of the Blackheads and Lewis Square, which were all amazing. After a long day of tourism in Riga, we went back to the hotel, where our long trip finally ended. The day after, we caught a plane to Madrid, where we took a train to Santiago, where we arrived just before midnight. In short, it was an amazing and very intense experience for us. We learned a lot. We have lots of great memories, and we made new friends that we are all very excited to show our town when they come to visit us in May.